Jeremiah, a prophet, was sent to address the Jews living in Lower and Upper Egypt. He was told that the Lord Almighty, the God of Israel, had caused a great disaster on Jerusalem and the towns of Judah, leaving them deserted and in ruins. The Jews had aroused his anger by burning incense to other gods, which they had never known. The Lord had sent his servants the prophets to warn them against this detestable act, but they did not listen or pay attention. The Lord Almighty, the God of Israel, then questioned why the Jews had brought such a great disaster on them by cutting off their men, women, children, and infants, leaving them without a remnant. He argued that they had not humbled themselves, shown reverence, or followed his law and decrees. The Lord Almighty, the God of Israel, declared that he would bring disaster on all Judah and take away the remnant who were determined to settle in Egypt. They would perish in Egypt, fall by the sword, or die from famine. From the least to the greatest, they would die by sword or famine, becoming a curse and an object of reproach among all nations on earth. He would punish those who lived in Egypt with the sword, famine, and plague, as he punished Jerusalem. The people living in Lower and Upper Egypt, including the men who knew their wives were burning incense to other gods, and the women who were present, agreed to follow the Lord's message. They would burn incense to the Queen of Heaven and pour out drink offerings to her, just as they had done in the towns of Judah and the streets of Jerusalem. However, since they stopped burning incense and pouring out drink offerings, they have suffered from sword and famine. Jeremiah asked the people, both men and women, to remember the incense burned in the towns of Judah and the streets of Jerusalem. He explained that the Lord could no longer endure their wicked actions and detestable things, and that the land became a curse and a desolate waste without inhabitants. Jeremiah then instructed the people, including the women, to hear the word of the Lord, who said that no one from Judah living anywhere in Egypt would ever invoke his name or swear, "As surely as the sovereign Lord lives." He warned that the Jews in Egypt would perish by sword and famine until they were all destroyed. Those who escaped the sword and returned to the land of Judah from Egypt would be very few. The whole remnant of Judah who came to live in Egypt would know whose word would stand. The Lord declared that he would deliver Pharaoh Hophra, king of Egypt, into the hands of his enemies, just as Zedekiah, king of Judah, was given to Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon.